Konnichiwa.
Hello, everyone.
I would like to show you how I started my website by using ChatGPT Codex.
Codex. Wow, what is Codex?
Well, Codex is the AI. They make a website. I couldn't do this without Panda. So I downloaded Codex into my desktop.
Very nice.
So I can click the icon and Codex started.
Okay, great. So this is Codex that you use to design your website, right?
I studied some of the coding, but I realized I'm not good at the coding. Instead, I was using Wix before. But the Wix, you have to pay to continue.
Okay, and how much was that? Was that expensive?
Well, I had to have my own, how do you call it?
A domain name?
Domain name. That I needed to pay. And also I needed to pay the Wix website for the monthly fee.
Oh, wow.
If you don't mind advertising Wix, I think that's gonna be free. If you don't mind not using your domain, I guess it's free. But I wanted to make a business. So I
Okay,
made a domain name by using.
Codex.
Did I make the domain name setting by using Codex?
Oh, no. The website you made using Codex, and the domain name we received from Cloudflare.
Okay, so we explain about that. Domain name, whatever.com. It doesn't have to be .com, right?
It doesn't have to be
No,
.com, it
because
might be
mine
called
is-
.ai.
So we set it up to Cloudflare, then we downloaded Codex into the desktop, and then we set up the GitHub. Why did I set the GitHub?
You set up the GitHub because what GitHub is, it's a repository of where you could save your files. And it's a good way to make sure you have a backup of all your files. And GitHub is a great place to store that information.
So one day I have to pay the GitHub.
Well, right now GitHub is free. So just as long as your project in GitHub is freely accessible to other people as a public repo, then it's free. But I believe that if you make it private, you need to start paying for that.
Well, most people do private, right?
I think it's a mixed, but I believe if it's private, you could save and back up your files to the private repository. But if you're trying to make a website and you want to make it visible for everyone, it needs to be a public repo, unless you pay.
Because if I open,
Mhm.
people knows everything how.
Right. So they would be able to see the source code of the website, if
So they can copy exact.
if they want to. But if you want to make that private, to make the source code private, then that's when you start paying GitHub.
For me, I take my time to make this website, so I want to keep it private.
Let's take a look.
Let's take a look. For example, this one, I'm making this. When I asked what to do, it didn't make as pretty as I wanted. So I'm trying to make it one by one, here and there, what to do.
Okay.
For example, you can click this one, and this one looks boring.
Very
You can
interactive.
ask to delete it.
Okay, so you just highlighted the text and you're asking Codex to delete that that text.
So now it's thinking, it's doing it.
Okay.
By the way, I'm not using the latest model, am I?
It's you click over here. You're using 5.3 and 5.5 is the latest model.
So mine is not very complicated, so I'm not using the latest one. How many percent do I still have?
Yeah, so if we come down here to usage remaining, it tells how much you have left. So it says here you still have 99% available remaining until 5:30 before it resets back to 100. And it also says that for the week you still have 93% left until May 30th, until next week. So it's slowly going down, but if you're constantly using the AI to make your website, like if you're working non-stop for 1 week, you might run out. So you always want to be careful and watch the usage.
I was using a lot in the morning, and they told me suddenly I have to take a rest until 1:30 or something like that. So I had how many hours of the blank? I don't remember, but it was more than like 2 hours.
Oh wow, yeah.
So I just quit doing it, and then I started a little bit after 3 o'clock.
Okay.
And for some reason, it's not always perfect. When I ask to make it, I want it to make it look like Kyoto shop. You know, the Kyoto is a place in Japan. But they somehow pick up the C++ picture.
Okay.
They know what they did wrong, so
it seems like it's unrelated to what you were making.
It's completely unrelated. I don't know why, but so I have to be careful.
Right. You always want to be careful with AI because it might go off script and start talking about something else that's completely unrelated to what you want. And so that maybe you would have to revise your prompt.
This one say it was wrong choice. Don't even bring it to this right here if it's a wrong choice.
Right. Yeah, that's interesting. And did it fix itself after you let it know?
No, I just ignored and I went to bed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's where you left off.
Yeah. And anyway, so I asked to delete it. So I make this button click and the thing disappeared. I don't want this one indicator to go every time. So I click one more time here and annotate to go away. So I think this is very useful.
Okay.
So that's how I do. I briefly ask ChatGPT to make this kind of the workbook. To me, it's not perfect how I want it. I still do have to change a lot.
Okay. Yeah, that's very interesting.
I will talk about how I publish into the website. I already have the website I made with the Google, but I want to finish using the Google and change into a brand new one that I'm going to make from. Let me show you a little bit. I don't know if I can show quick. Oh yeah, like this. It's not perfect.
It looks okay to me. Yeah.
So until I reach to this level, it took a time.
So it's still a work in progress.
It took me quite a long time. When you think it's okay to publish, then you're gonna have to do
You would have to update it into GitHub, and then from GitHub, you would publish it there as a GitHub pages, and that's going to allow you to use your domain name and allow GitHub to host your website.
And we use the terminal. I use the Apple computer. We use the terminal to push in.
Right. That's to send your finished product over to GitHub. But with Codex, it could automatically do that for you without using terminal. You just need to go into the Codex settings and set that up so that way it pushes to GitHub right away.
Okay, so maybe in a different video, we're gonna explain step by step how to do it.
Right.
So this video is briefly how I started. I hope to see you soon.
All right.
Bye.
Take care now. Bye.
さようなら。